Hey everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to another RCBytes. Today we're going to be talking about and walking through our entity selection planning tool. This is one of our lesser known features that is also one of our more powerful features. We don't just do reasonable compensation reports, but we help you help your client specify what entity would be best for them. Let's jump into exactly how this would work for you today. First of all, what is our entity selection planning tool? This tool allows you to take your client's information, enter it into RCReports, and then based on that information, you can help your client understand what would be the most effective entity for them, whether it be a pass-through entity or an S corp. You are able to help your client save money. You're able to build a relationship of trust with your clients, and we oftentimes see our clients charge for this service. A typical wage for this service, if they do opt to go and change their entity, is between $400 to $2,000. $400 for just the analysis, and then I see clients charge up to $2,000 for actually helping them to change to a new entity and also running their first reasonable compensation report. With that being said, let's jump into a real life example. Here we have Michael Scott, owner of the Michael Scott Paper Company. Michael Scott started this paper company to compete with his former company. He started as a limited liability company, an LLC, and last year they made $500,000 in net profit. Now Michael Scott does it all: general ops, sales, customer service, account management, delivery, and vendor management. This gives us the information we need to tell Michael whether he's good and would be more profitable to stick with the LLC, or if it's time for him to move to an S corp. Now to our entity selection planning tool. We take all of the information that I had in my last screen, his net profit, his reasonable compensation, and I calculated this reasonable compensation using the cost approach within RCReports. See if you can replicate it. I also had to manually calculate his FUTA SUTA. I also had to manually calculate his QBID and type that in. I'm charging him $500 for this report for my consulting services. I'm also going to be charging him $1,000 if he does opt to move to an S corp. That will include his first reasonable compensation report, and I will hold his hand and actually help him create that S corp for him. Here at the bottom of the screen, I'm also projecting that he'll continue to grow 3% year by year with his profits, and that inflation will bring his reasonable compensation up 6%. This slider is something that you can adjust and is not required. Now, I can take that and actually deliver him a professional, reasonable compensation report and an entity selection planning analysis report. Now this can be customized with your logo at the top by simply uploading a JPEG into our system, but you'll see here that Michael Scott should move to an S corp. I see that he would save over $200,000 over 10 years. Here on the left is the graph showing what that would look like, the y-axis being his costs. Here on the right is the data that we can show him and break it down year by year by year. This is data-driven analysis that your customers want to see. Now that you know how to do an entity selection planning report, here's my challenge to you. And let's all remember what Ben Wyatt said: formulas are the formula for moolah. So let's use the entity selection planning formula to, one, identify one of your clients, whether current, old, or someone that you want to work with that you suspect had a good year last year. Identify them, run an entity selection planning for them. If you have their information, great. If you don't, type in what you think they may have made. Then once you run it, reach out and let them know what you found. Say, hey, I found something that could be helpful for you, save you a little bit of money, schedule a time to meet with them, and present the results. And last, after you've done that, let me know how it went. Shoot me an email. Whether it went good or bad, it is helpful for us to know so that we can continue to improve RCReports for you. If you have questions, here's my information. Feel free to reach out. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.